Rain
I
beats
can't believe
against
we
the
made it back
zinc
already.
roofs of
It's been
Queensfield's
forever. Come
Girls'
here.
Secondary School.
And you're still
In the
late,
chaos of
girl.
first day confusion,
This rain
three
though. Fine.
girls
New term to start.
collided in the
Yeah. Let's go find.
corridor, one carrying a pink bucket, another dragging a thin mattress, the third clutching a damp love letter. Adekemi Adeyemi, fiery-eyed Yoruba girl with uncombed hair, screamed, "Who carried my bucket? Na the one I take wash my pant o." Nkechi Okafor, tall, dramatic Igbo girl with stubborn pride, shot back, "Abeg no shout for my ear, maybe your bucket grow leg." Halima Suleiman, soft-spoken Hausa girl with gentle eyes, whispered, "Please stop fighting. This letter, it has my name on it." Before they could process, Mrs. Johnson, their notorious form mistress, burst in like a storm. "All three of you, punishment till your ancestors sweat. Now. Detention. And may thunder not strike me if your names don't enter my punishment book." They glared at each other as lightning flashed. As rain poured outside, destiny sealed a friendship that would outlive heartbreaks, husbands, and years. Detention was torture. Scrubbing toilets, fetching water, and singing hymns off-key while Mrs. Johnson washed became their first bonding. But when Halima admitted she had only picked the bucket, thinking it was hers, laughter burst out uncontrollably. The mysterious letter was traced back to Tunde, the school's gardener's son, a romantic disaster who had mixed up the girl's name on identical notes. By evening, anger melted into friendship. Under moonlight, the three girls swore, "We will never let any boy come between us. Never. We will always have each other," Halima whispered. Their laughter echoed through the dorm, and pact was made that night. The Sisterhood pact, sealed under the lantern's dim light. That night, their bond deepened. While the rest of the dorm snored, Kemi spoke about her strict teacher mother in Ibadan. She whispered, "My mom is a teacher. She beat me once for laughing in Yoruba." Halima smiled shyly. She talked about her missing home in Kano. "My father has 3 wives. I'm the quiet one nobody notices," Nkechi boasted proudly, talking about a boisterous family in Aba. "My papa runs a pepper soup joint in Aba. Governors they chop there. I'll own a fashion store one day. Multiple fashion stores for that matter." They passed puff-puff between bunks and dreamed of the future. "One day, I'll own a TV station," Kemi declared. "I'll open schools in the north," said Halima. "And I will dress queens," Nkechi added dramatically. 3 girls from 3 different worlds, tied by one secret friendship. They giggled like girls and believed anything was possible. Tunde's letter became campus legend. "Your eyes light up my darkness," he wrote. The same line to all 3 girls. When they discovered it, Kemi chased them across the assembly ground with a broom. Nkechi hurled her sandals like a missile, and Halima laughed till she cried. Their punishment? Extra sweeping. Their takeaway? Boys are temporary. Sisterhood is permanent. One day, they were caught sneaking into the dining hall for extra bread. They were assigned toilet duties for 2 weeks. With buckets, soap, and sarcasm, they turned punishment into comedy. Kemi cracked jokes. "Madam Johnson thinks say she will break us. She no know say we be cement." Nkechi pretended to interview cockroaches with a fake microphone. "Halima, we will clean this toilet so well, even angels will use it." From that day, they were known as the Queenfield Three. No longer classmates, they were sisters born through trouble. Trouble followed them, laughter followed trouble. During final exam, a cheating paper appeared under Halima's desk. Halima was falsely accused of exam malpractice. The principal threatened expulsion. But then Kemi stepped forward. "I dropped it, not her." It wasn't true, but she took the blame. Suspended for 2 weeks, Kemi returned to the dorm greeted by cheers and tears. Halima hugged her tightly, whispering, "You gave me back my name. Wallahi, I will never forget." That day, they learned friendship means sacrifice. It was their first test of loyalty, and they passed with scars. Graduation was chaos and joy. On that day, the school field smelled of puff-puff and perfume. Parents from different tribes clashed humorously. Kemi's strict mother inspected everything. Nkechi's father cracked jokes in Igbo no one understood. Halima's parents prayed quietly in Hausa. But love bridged them all. Cultures collided, laughter melted borders. As cameras flashed, the girls hugged tightly. "Next year, no matter what, we meet again," Kemi said. "Every year," Halima promised. "Until we grow old," Kemi smiled. The wind carried their laughter like a promise heaven heard. They didn't know life was waiting to test that vow. Kemi and Nkechi gained admission into University of Lagos, while Halima got into Ahmadu Bello University, ABU, Zaria. Distance tried to scatter them, but they refused. During holidays, they met in Lagos to gist about campus drama. "Our lecturer wears one suit since first semester," Nkechi joked. "My roommate, they snore like generator," Kemi added. Halima rolled her eyes. "You people are unserious. In Zaria, we have dignity." They gisted about boyfriends, heartbreaks, and lecturers who flirted shamelessly. Once, Kemi cried over a breakup. Halima sent her a long letter. Nkechi wrote a poem titled "Men and Their Confusion." During NYSC, they called each other every week. No WhatsApp then, but faith and phone booth. 4 years flew. Kemi graduated with honors in mass communication. Nkechi designed the entire fashion show for her department's finale. Halima graduated with distinction in education and Islamic studies. They met in Abuja after service year, wearing matching Ankara, taking photos under Aso Rock. "We are grown women now," Kemi said. "No," Nkechi laughed. "We are still those toilet cleaners from Queensfield." They made another vow. "Every December, we will meet, no matter where life takes us." Adulthood hit like Lagos traffic. It came with rent, bills, and heartbreak. Kemi became a journalist, chasing corrupt politicians. Nkechi opened a small fashion shop in Surulere. Halima taught in Kano, married, and moved far north. Yet, every year, they saved, planned, and met. Sometimes in Lagos, sometimes in Jos. Cheap motels, loud laughter, shared suya, their annual therapy. Distance tested them, but friendship won every time. Halima married first, a gentle banker named Usman. Her wedding was a carnival. At her wedding, Kemi's gele collapsed mid-dance and Nkechi's lace store, but they owned the moment. Years later, Halima's tears told another story. 6 miscarriages, no child. People whispered behind her hijab. One night she called Kemi. "Maybe God forgot me." Kemi replied softly, "He didn't. He just gave you sisters instead. You have us. You will always have us." Kemi married Kunle, a charming lawyer. He loved her fiercely. Well, until he didn't. Her marriage began like a movie. Roses, gifts, devotion, the birth of their beautiful daughter. Until the sequel turned dark. Her husband Kunle started staying out late. Money vanished. Words became weapons. Infidelity, arguments, and emotional exhaustion followed. When she found lipstick on his shirt, she broke. She called Halima crying, "I am tired." Halima said, "Come home, we will hold you." When it ended, her sisters showed up, one with prayers, one with palm wine. Nkechi arrived unannounced, cooking plantain, threatening to arrest Kunle by prayers. They laughed through tears. Pain softened by friendship. They rebuilt her, piece by piece. Divorce in Nigeria felt like war. Relatives begged her to endure for the sake of her daughter. Churches preached forgiveness, but Kemi chose peace. At the court, everywhere was silent. Kemi's tears fell on the divorce paper, her hands trembling. Halima held one hand, Nkechi the other. "To freedom," Nkechi said, raising her glass of zobo afterward. "To healing," Halima added. "To us," Kemi smiled through tears. Religion became their next test. It almost tore them apart. Halima invited them to her niece's naming ceremony. Kemi wore trousers. Elders frowned at her. And then she made a careless joke about hijabs. Halima snapped. Nkechi sided with peace. But then words flew. "You are too rigid. Oh, you are too wild. You are both dramatic," Nkechi shouted. They didn't talk for months until Ramadan. Nkechi arrived unannounced with jollof and puff-puff. "Forgive me, my sister." They broke fast together, crying, laughing, praying. A holy reunion of hearts, proof that true love can kneel and apologize. 30 years later, pride nearly ended everything. A misheard comment almost ended their friendship. They planned a reunion in Calabar and it felt like doom. They were all ready to argue until Nkechi slipped into the pool taking a selfie. Kemi and Halima screamed before bursting into laughter. The tension broke. They ended up dancing at a beach bar. Wet wigs, soaked clothes, renewed joy, freedom, unashamed. The sisterhood resurrected right there. Messy, loud, and unforgettable. Kemi's teenage daughter, Halima's niece, and Nkechi's goddaughter met. 3 modern girls. Same chaos. They argued over a missing charger, accused each other of lying. Halima whispered, "History is repeating itself again." By evening, the girls hugged and giggled. Proof that love, like laughter, passes from generation to generation. Now in their late 50s, silver hair and bright souls, they reunited in Ghana for their 40th anniversary of friendship. Kemi, divorced and glowing. Halima, childless but peaceful. Nkechi, unmarried, flamboyant, and joyful. They revisited memories with wine and tears. Remember the bucket and the toilet punishment? They laughed till their stomachs hurt. They recreated their old photo. Kemi with the bucket, Nkechi pretending to fight, Halima clutching a fake letter. As the camera clicked, silence fell. Nkechi, 40 years and we're still here. Kemi, we fought, we cried, we forgave. Halima, because friendship, true friendship, is God's longest miracle. The waves crashed and laughter filled the air. They looked at the photo. It wasn't just a photo. It was proof that love in its purest form doesn't need blood to last a lifetime. Under golden sunset, they danced barefoot on the beach. 3 old girls, still young at heart. Which of these 3 women reminds you of your own friend? Kemi, Halima, or Nkechi? Tell us in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rare Storyline. Real stories, rare emotions.